Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Monday, November 4. Ridge's betrayal enrages Brooke Hope spill story to Carter. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Monday, November 4, reveal that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, will speed Hope Logan, Annika Noel, away from Forrester Creations like he promised. But he'll still have questions about how Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, wound up firing her. Hope will eventually spill the whole ugly story, so Carter will fume over Steffy reacting so harshly to this misunderstanding with John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, in the design office. Steffy went as far as calling Charlie Weber, Dick Christie, to escort Hope out of the building. And then Hope had to face the humiliation of walking past all the birthday party girls in the corridor. Since Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, supported Steffy's decision to get rid of Hope at Forrester Creations, that'll give Carter another reason to lash out. Carter is clearly feeling vengeful, so our predictions point to a payback plot happening soon enough. Over with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. B&B spoilers say she'll face some jaw-dropping news. When Brooke learns Hope was fired and thrown out of the Forrester building, she'll wonder what in the world could have warranted all that. However, Ridge will work to justify Steffy's choice and will relay how Hope's seduction of Finn set this in motion. Steffy couldn't stand by and let Hope disrespect her marriage again, so she felt the need to take swift and drastic action. Since Hope claimed things weren't as they seemed, Brooke will back her up on that, especially since she knows about Hope's latest dalliance with Carter. Brooke just won't think it makes sense for Hope to hurl herself at Finn in lingerie under the circumstances. Whether Brooke divulges Hope's involvement with Carter or not, she's going to view Ridge's part in all this as a serious betrayal. Brooke will feel like Ridge should have stood up for her daughter, but he'll counter that he had to stand up for his own. Ridge will rant about Hope's behavior and act like something had to be done, but Brooke will maintain that he's wrong about what went down. Brooke will feel confident this was a misunderstanding like Hope said, but Ridge will continue to have Steffy's back. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Brooke and Ridge will blow up at each other, so stay tuned for updates on their intense confrontation. Monday, November 4, is set to ignite an explosive day on The Bold and the Beautiful. The heat of betrayal will burn bright and deep as Ridge Forrester's secret decisions create ripples that rock not just one relationship, but the entire Forrester family and beyond. At the center of this storm is Brooke Logan, whose fiery confrontation with Ridge unveils hidden layers of betrayal. Meanwhile, Hope Logan's inner turmoil leads her to seek solace and guidance from an unlikely confident Carter Walton. Ridge's unthinkable betrayal. The tension in the Forrester mansion is palpable as the morning sun spills through the ornate windows. Ridge Forrester, the ever-complex architect of his own fate, sits with a weight on his chest heavier than any fabric he's ever stitched. His eyes, sharp with regret, dart around the room as he anticipates Brooke's arrival. She's learned something, he's sure of it, something that could unravel the thin threads holding their marriage together. Brooke storms in, her eyes blazing with fury. Without waiting for an invitation, she launches her verbal attack. "How could you, Ridge?" she snaps, voice quivering with the sting of betrayal. Ridge's heart clenches, knowing there is no easy way out of this conversation. "Brooke, please, just listen to me. It's not what you think." "Oh, don't even start," Brooke cuts in. Her words are icy, but her eyes are wet with betrayal. "This isn't just a mistake, Ridge. This is a choice you made that destroys everything we stand for." What Brooke has uncovered is more than just Ridge's clandestine dealings with the likes of Thomas or his fierce loyalty to Steffy. This is about a new project, one that betrays everything they fought for as a couple. Ridge's underhanded agreement with Spencer Publications to gain leverage over Forrester Creations has tipped the balance of trust. It isn't just business, It's personal, and it has a face. A familiar, smirking face, Bill Spencer's. Brooke's unyielding stance. Brooke's voice cracks but doesn't falter. You turn to Bill, of all people? After everything he's done to this family? To me? What were you thinking, Ridge, or were you thinking at all? Ridge runs a hand through his tousled hair, his signature look more disheveled than confident. I was trying to protect the family, he pleads, but even he knows how weak that sounds. Brooke shakes her head, disappointment overtaking her anger. This isn't protection, Ridge. This is betrayal dressed up as strategy. She steps closer, jabbing a manicured finger into his chest. I can't trust you anymore. Do you understand that? Trust is gone. The silence that follows is deafening, the room thick with unspoken words. Ridge's mind races, searching for something to break through Brooke's iron resolve, but he finds nothing. For the first time in a long time, Ridge feels powerless. Hope's confession. Meanwhile, across town at Forrester Creations, Hope Logan is pacing in her office, thoughts swirling like a tempest. The secret she carries is suffocating. Her involvement in the drama surrounding Thomas has taken its toll, and now with Brooke's anguish weighing heavily on her conscience, Hope knows she can't keep quiet anymore. Carter Walton, ever the voice of reason, knocks gently at the open door. Hey, Hope. You've been hard to catch today, he says with a warm smile. His tone is light, but his eyes are curious. He's picked up on the tension crackling through the halls. Hope looks up, guilt pooling in her eyes. Carter, I need to tell you something, and I don't even know where to begin. Carter's smile fades as he steps into the room. I'm listening, he says, voice steady, inviting her to unburden herself. Hope's chest tightens. She takes a deep breath and spills everything. Her fear of losing Douglas, Thomas's manipulative games, and the burden of watching her mother's marriage crumble under Ridge's betrayal. The weight of it leaves her voice trembling. I don't know how much more of this any of us can take, Carter. It's tearing us all apart. Carter's eyes darken with concern, but he nods, signaling that he understands. You're not alone in this, Hope. But it sounds like the truth has a way of burning through everything until only the strongest parts remain. Sometimes that's what families need, even if it's painful. Hope sighs, the small comfort of Carter's wisdom a balm on her troubled heart. But deep down, she knows that as revelations emerge, the fallout will be nothing short of catastrophic. Ridge's reckoning. Back at the Forrester mansion, Ridge feels the walls closing in. Brooke has left, the echo of her final words, trust is gone, clinging to the air. The betrayal isn't just professional, it's personal. And Ridge knows that once Bill Spencer enters the equation, there are always deeper layers of complication. Thomas enters the room, sensing the tension and thriving on it. His father's disarray is fuel for his own ambitions. Tough day, Dad. He smirks, half-hearted sympathy masking the ambition in his eyes. Don't start, Thomas, Ridge warns, but even that sounds weary. His son's schemes may be part of what got him here, but Ridge knows he's dug this grave himself. Thomas raises an eyebrow, the smirk now more pronounced. You know, if you need someone in your corner, I'm always ready to lend a hand, but loyalty comes with a price. Ridge looks at his son, realizing that this alliance is both his greatest asset and his most significant liability. The real question is, can he trust Thomas when trust itself is in such short supply? The beginning of the end? By the end of the day, the Forrester family and everyone entangled in their web of relationships are on the brink. Brooke's confrontation has set off a chain reaction. Ridge is left battling demons of his own making. Hope's confession to Carter threatens to shift the power balance, and Thomas's relentless pursuit of control ensures that the storm is far from over. As the sun sets on Los Angeles, the battle lines are drawn with more precision than ever. Trust is shattered, alliances shift, and each player knows that when secrets are this deep, nothing is safe. And on the bold and the beautiful, survival means navigating betrayal with eyes wide open, Because the truth, as always, is the most dangerous weapon of all.